So ladies and gentlemen, it finally happened. The Lakers got a big man to help out their roster. And we'll shout out to BetUS guys, because in today's video, we will be looking at how Mark Williams helps this Lakers team out. If you don't know what he provides, if you don't know how he plays basketball, well, I'm going to solve that question for you and help you get that background information. So Mark Williams is a guy that could set you very good screens, roll inside the paint, and dunk the ball. That's all the Lakers have been needing. But the real problem is, if the Lakers want to go far in the playoffs and they're matched up, say, against a player like Nikola Jokic, this is where the Mark Williams acquisition actually helps you a lot, because Mark Williams has a 9'9" standing reach, so defensively, he is an absolute beast. But what I like about him defensively is that he's a very tall guy, but laterally, he could move with players that run inside the paint and block this shot. He could also shadow defenders and stay in the paint, and when players think they have a wide open shot at the rim, well, he's right there to deny the ball. But this next play is something I have never really seen before, because a player like TJ McConnell is going inside the paint. And man, it looks like he has a wide open layup, but Mark Williams makes a move in the air and contorts his body to pin the ball against the glass. Defensively, Mark Williams is going to give you something that Anthony Davis gave you, where you could just rely on him to save you in the paint when some defenders make some mistakes. So far this season, Mark Williams is averaging 16 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, 1.2 blocks per game on 60% from the field. And ladies and gentlemen, all these stats are on 25 minutes of gameplay. And when he plays with the Lakers, you could expect him to play over 30 minutes. So all of these stats should eventually go up. You're playing with a player like Luka Doncic that will give you the ball on a silver platter. Look at what he did with players like Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively. They all got better because they played with Luka. And get this, guys, we all know that Mark Williams plays 25 minutes per game, but what if I told you that he's one of the most efficient big men in the entire NBA? He ranks 4th in efficiency out of all the players in the entire NBA, with an efficiency score of 27.6. And you want to know who else is on this list? Players like Nikola Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Anthony Davis, Luka Doncic, and LeBron James. You got to give this guy some minutes, because there was a very recent game against the Denver Nuggets where Mark Williams had 20 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, and wow, he's just a dominant big man. But do you guys want to know the secret reason why the Lakers wanted this trade in the first place? And well, it was because the Lakers staff knew that he was only reaching 60% of his potential so far. Take a listen.
The Lakers believe that their new medical staff under Dr. Leroy Sims, who they hired in the offseason, can get under the hood there, get him ready to go, work on his core stabilization. I had one Lakers source tell me that Mark Williams may be only scratching 60% of its potential thus far.
The Lakers probably have one of the best development staff in the NBA, and if they believe that Mark Williams is only at 60% of his potential, then that's when it gets very scary. But ladies and gentlemen, we have to talk about his weaknesses too. Before we talk about that, spin your way to insane jackpots with BetUS's casino, and they have amazing deals. 200% sign-up bonus up to $5,000 and 250% crypto sign-up bonus up to $5,000. But now back to the video. So we know Mark Williams' strengths, right? So we all know that, but every big man has their weaknesses, and it's time to actually analyze that, because the first weakness he has is the lack of a three-point shot. And well, this is because in college and in the early seasons in the NBA, Williams primarily played as a traditional rim protecting center, where his offense role was centered around finishing at the rim, setting screens, and rebounding. He was never really asked to space the floor out. And unlike bigs who gradually developed their three-point shot like Brook Lopez or Miles Turner, Williams never displayed much range beyond the paint in college or early in the NBA. His free throw shooting around 70% gives us some hope, because maybe they could develop his shot. But to be honest, when you're playing with Luka and LeBron and a bunch of wing shooters like the Lakers have right now, you don't really need a center that could shoot, but it is something that the Lakers would rather have. And another weakness is that he is still developing his all-around game. And while Williams is efficient around the rim, he still has room to grow as a post scorer, passer, and a mid-range shooter. He's been showing a lot of flashes of those near the start of this season, but I still think that he can improve on those things. His offensive game is somewhat limited to dunks, putbacks, and the occasional hook shot. But I think that once he plays with the Lakers, once he plays with Luka, Luka's going to help him out with a lot of those lobs. And well, when we look at it defensively, he's a strong shot blocker. His defensive positioning is great. His lateral quickness is pretty good. And his ability to stay out of foul trouble is the only thing that needs some improving out there. And while Mark Williams is only 23 years old, the foul problems are gonna come when you're young. And that's all good. But I think the main issue over here when we look at Mark Williams is his injury history. November, December, March, April, June, Mark Williams has dealt with a lot of injuries, like left ankle sprains, spraining the same exact ankle, dislocating his right thumb, repairing a torn ligament, lower back contusions. These are serious injuries, guys, and they may linger going forward. But that's all I have to say about the weaknesses, because when we look at the bright side too, his contract is very team friendly. He has a 2-year, $10.3 million contract, and he's eligible for an extension this summer. The new contract shouldn't really be that bad, and you're securing a big man that's only 23 years old, and Luka is 25, so these two can actually become a nice duo going forward. And well, there was a stretch where Mark Williams had some absolutely insane stats. Are you looking at the screen right now? He had a game with 38 points, 9 rebounds on nearly 80% from the field. And if you guys want an update on the Lakers' depth now, well, you got Luka Doncic running the point guard spot with a backup in Gabe Vincent. I'm making this video and trade deadline is still going on, so if anything else happens, don't come at me. The shooting guard, Austin Reeves, Shake Milton, that looks pretty good, I can't lie. But I actually think that Dorian Finney-Smith is going to start instead of Rui Hachimura. And those small forward and power forward positions look pretty good if you ask me. And while the center spot now looks very good, you have Mark Williams, then you have another lob threat in Jackson Hayes, who has shown countless times that he could actually be trusted, and I really like Jackson Hayes. This trade changes everything for the Lakers. Now they have a 13% chance to win the NBA championship, a 25% chance to make the finals, and well, a 96% chance to make the playoffs. So Lakers fans, you are going to have a very good season. In the comment section down below, let me know what you think about Mark Williams and what will he average with this Lakers squad. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and thank you to BetUS for sponsoring today's video. I'll catch you legends in the next one.